What? It just said I failed to update the YouTube settings. We'll find out if this ended up working or not. Hello, good afternoon, good morning, and good evening. Today we have a special stream as per usual because, well, the market's ripping first of all, and then number two, we have the other side trip that we're going to go on together in a little bit, but we have a lot to go over in the day's news. We're going to go over what happened with Blast, and I'll kind of show you my screen, how it looks initially from start to finish. And yeah, it's just going to be fun. So thanks for tuning in. Let's get into it. Starting off, wow, my wallet just got drained. I don't know what exactly happened. I literally just finished playing the other side when my wallet lost almost every valuable NFT I have. Zach XBT in the comments, I think of this one, yep, saying you likely clicked on the link of a gold checkmark other side impersonator in the replies. I'm going to keep mentioning this. You're going to see people all over Twitter about this. This is for your safety. As a reminder, I was very much against downloading one of the wallet extensions initially, and then I talked to people, and it was kind of like it's probably safer to have it than not. This is a prime example of that, really unfortunate, but we're going to go over several other people that got drained from other various things so we can keep you updated and aware. Pac-Man is actually the GOAT. If you don't know who Pac-Man is, he's the one that created the Blur marketplace and now doing the Blast L2. Guy said, hey, yeah, you can withdraw now, but it'll take 14 days to get your funds, and those points you earned the last few months are worthless. But if you stay in 8 protocols on the chain, you get gold and multipliers on your points. So the assumption was as soon as the Blast Unlocked happened, there was going to be some extra incentive added to make you not withdraw your funds. And it looks like there's going to be a 14-day withdrawal if you do, and then you're going to miss out on all these extra points and things that are a part of that. Some people are calling it kind of shady. Some people were thinking, hey, this is par for the course. Others are thinking, hey, this is hella bullish. Service tweet, Blast has an absurd 14-day withdrawal period. You can use third-party bridges like Orbiter, though for an instant withdrawal. Stay safe, only use trusted platforms. So I guess you can avoid having to do that 14-day withdrawal and go elsewhere if you choose. I haven't done it. Curious if any of you guys have. Yo, Mike, what's going on? Blast meme coins to the moon, brother. I've seen the Pac-Man one on the timeline, and then there was Beat Cat, I think was the other one. Now, Blur itself also tweeted out saying time for something new, and basically they blurred this out, but it says Blast. And to go a little bit further on this, if you did watch my airdrops that I was partaking in, one of the ones that I highlighted was When Exchange that is launching on Blast. Now, on some various comments, you could see people saying, well, they've not ever fully endorsed When Exchange. Speaking of when, hello, When Marketing. And, you know, you're kind of like, okay, well, I mean, how often does like Ethereum back a project, right? And we saw like the other one, the risk on Blast that Blast actually retweeted, and it actually like stole a bunch of money, it rugged, and it was fake. So not all the time is there going to be like an incentive or a rationale for these chains to accept or highlight one of them. But I kind of had a theory that, you know, Blur is going to end up going on Blast. So why the hell would they highlight another exchange? Not saying that When Exchange is bad, but just in terms of the ability to really kind of get in there and get that backing. Okay, so this is my first time checking about this. And if you've not logged into your Blast, if you have bridged, this is what you're going to see. Early access recap. During the early access phase, 181,000 community members bridged 2.3 billion in total value locked to Blast. 3,000 teams are on Blast. The team started to build on Blast ahead of the mainnet launch. Collectively, Blast teams have raised over 50 million from investors like Standard Crypto, Paradigm, Dragonfly, Pantera, Polychain, and more. Now, if you're wanting to do your homework for this and something to do, if you want to pretend you're back in high school, look and see what else you can find within the crypto space that's gotten about $50 million from investors. Or is it on the upper echelon and is it on the lower echelon? And compare and contrast. So your early access earnings, you earned 1,300 points on top of Blast native yield, placing you in the top 45% of earners, which is horrible. I bridged like literally nothing. But I got this. Okay, cool. So early adopter, a bonus. And if you ended up putting it in ahead of time, woohoo. Blast wouldn't be anywhere where it is today without your help. As a thanks, you've been awarded a bonus of 13,000 points that you can unlock on Blast mainnet. Goodbye, early access. Hello, Blast mainnet. It's time to move to mainnet. You will keep earning points on mainnet once your balance has migrated. So I'm not going to go through all those extra steps in there, but just that's kind of looks, hey, and look at this. We got number 3 ranking in Gods and Goblins. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Now we do it again. We can mint another goblin in here. Up that future score. Okay. So we are going to get to the other side gameplay that is going to happen in about a half an hour, but there's been articles and stuff highlighting already what some of these rare fullers look like. So if you want to see, there is a Trippy, the crazy eyes. That's what a spacesuit looks like. More Trippies and Cheetah Gang, a zombie ape, the eyes, lasers, blue beams, crown, cowboy, and a gold ape. Now, there's been a lot of comments from various people, some thinking, hey, this is great. Some people thinking that it's not great. I'm curious what the thought is, because when we're going to the future here and we're trying to highlight, hey, we spent X amount of money on these assets. Not everybody does, right? But when you go and look at the marketplace and you're like, okay, are apes going to be known for this initially off the rip, right? Because mainstream always loves ripping on NFTs and everything crazy, right? So you can already see the massive headlines, people saying people paid $100,000 for this and this is what it looks like. It's crazy. Do you have a crystal ball? I don't. You're right. So this is funny from Jitsi here, because I've kind of ignored Portal Coin here, but he's got an interesting point. So, okay, I am just seeing this now and might be the wildest tweet I have ever seen on crypto Twitter. Portal has just become the most valuable gaming token, or you need to sell your Portal yesterday. For those who don't know, the characters in this teaser video is from Dota 2, one of the biggest MOBAs to ever grace Earth. Owned by Valve, who on record has said that they have no interest in blockchain at the current moment. So someone fill me in here. Something am I missing? A, they have Valve on the hook and Portal is wickedly undervalued, or B, Portal just scammed the scene and you should sell your Portal instantly. Please, someone walk me through this. So here's what the trailer looks like. There's basically the idea with Portal was people, if you socially engaged with them, like hell, shared some stuff, commented, then you got rewarded their airdrop. And it was like is guerrilla marketing the right term? I don't know if that's the right terminology, but they went all out to highlight this collection to get people in on their airdrop ahead of time. We've seen a lot of trailers that like have really neat looking things, and then it ends up not being anything. So we'll see. But if that is true, that's kind of spicy, especially because they previously said they weren't in Web3. So do we have these people that are trying to prevent stocks from falling because they think there's going to be some kind of negativity attached to it until something's good? I don't know. So Gala had a DEX creation the other day, and I guess they have a channel where it shows all the Gala burn. Now, if you are in the crypto space, you know that one of the best things ever is watching people go and buy the tokens if there happens to be burns, whatever. And so, of course, Gala put in a channel where you can watch and see all of the Gala burn. I need to add KLO and old school RuneScape. I forgot to do that. I was going to play RuneScape, but I decided I'm going to stream because I'm trying to do prayer, and the Gilded House world 330 is full right now. TLDR, now you know. Okay, Pudgy Penguins has crossed 15 billion views on Giphy. The meme tick prophecy is preordained. One of the things that Pudgy's done really, really well, and it's hard to argue, is they've figured out how to get the attention of people. And I thought their rush of trying to create these memes was brilliant. The Penguins, no matter what you think about them within the NFT space, they are kind of funny and cute. And if you get the right memes to go with it, obviously can go hella viral. So them hitting like 15 billion, that's insane. Congrats to them. Breaking. Magic Eden flips Blur to become the NFT marketplace with the highest 24 volume across all chains. Now, the first day this happened, it wasn't the case. People weren't all about it. They didn't love it. But now it seems that we're starting to get into Magic Eden's care. I had another tweet saved. I don't think it's in here, but somebody was highlighting that the rarities for other deeds, as an example, was different on Magic Eden compared to what it is on Blur and other places. So there might be some kind of shenanigans going on there where there's not an exactly same timeline for this. So I'm in Top Shot. One of the first things that I did within the Web3 space, we got partnered here on Twitch within 2 months for it. It was insane. So I wanted to kind of chime in on this. Wilder saying, stop telling your followers Top Shot is coming back to where it was with money. There's no bull coming. The only way we see number like the early days again depends on who jumps back in and how bad they want your money. Stop it. Just stop it. Collect what you love within your means. So Top Shot early days had the benefit of having limited supply. we can kind of make the same argument that might be more related to you with like Yuga NFTs, right? Where it started with Bored Apes and now it's got a whole bunch of these other ones, and people blame that the saturation of that was, one of the problems for the price going down, except Bored Apes are still like just under 100K right now with ETH moving up. But that's, that's a side piece just to kind of give a reference, but I really want you to think about how Top Shot is way more similar to what it is in the physical card space, where, they can just kind of keep printing and they're transparent about it. And so certain packs, if you're like, oh, I know there's only going to be X amount of moments coming out for that in terms of limited edition, that's kind of where things are right now. But I don't see a world, unless there is a massive burn and the supply gets completely chunked out of the market for Top Shot, where we see as much of a run as we did in the early days. Dude, this is pretty surreal. Okay. Yo, Harry Swan. Yo, speaking of surreal, Harry Swan is in my chat. What a legend. Thanks, sir. Hope work was good today. I don't think any silly PFP project that minted for 0.08 almost 3 years ago would be mad about having the opportunity to see your character or attachment come to life like this. Rarely do screen caps tell a story, but Yuga got this one right. Can't wait to see Trippy do it live tonight. So amongst all the FUD, there is kind of this aspect of like, hey, this was something that was like $250. And if you've never streamed, if you check out my YouTube channel on most popular videos, I actually have the stream of when we minted Bored Apes, and you can see me say, this is kind of cool. And we like minted 2 of them. You know what I mean? Like, it was really this innocent thing that people just got into that ended up exploding, that nobody had an idea of what it would become. And I think it was a huge part, obviously the same as Top Shot and a lot of these other collections, in creating what we see as the landscape within blockchain today. Now, if you're a gold lover, this one's going to be tough. We got to rip on Peter Schiff just a little bit. This guy is a necessant on every single day, making a tweet, crapping on Bitcoin and crypto. Typically, when an asset bubble develops, there's at least some underlying value in an overpriced asset. But with Bitcoin, there's no value at all. Effectively, it's an asset bubble without a real asset, the ultimate bubble. That may be why it's grown so large and lasted so long. So, what's going on, Ray? How are we? You have this back and forth where, I think probably the majority of you guys that are, tuning in here with me are like, this guy's full of crap. But think, if you're somebody that's really against crypto and hate Bitcoin, you're like, man, Peter Schiff is the man. I'm following this guy. I'm listening to them. Same as when you get into the space, you find people to talk about what you're interested in, and then you start kind of going with whatever their values are, right? And if you agree with them, then there's going to be a lot of people steered in this. Is gold going to come back? Potentially. But I mean, I don't get what the hell this yapping is about 8 non-Bitcoin every single day. Okay, Artifact news today. In everything we do at Artifact since day one, we always aim to make something that excites us first and pushes the space. Anyone who was there during Punk's website or the Clone X one knows we also put a lot of love and work and attention to our project website experiences. I hope you'll love the Animus website we prepared. It's a big one. Estimated time of arrival on website still unknown. This isn't up yet, but the reason why I'm bringing it up is because we are now starting to see potentially activations of collections that have those side pieces, right? So for Yuga, we've had, holy jeez, right? We've had heavy metal. There's the G tags revealed. There's the Bored Ape Kennel Dogs that are supposed to be doing something with heavy metal within Futureverse. There's the Party Bears, Buzzies, Thingies, Cool Cats. There's Shadow Wolves. I was trying to think of the thing that Harry was into with that. And I think it's Shadow Wolves. There's the normal Cool Cats. And then there's the pets, which I don't know if Shadow Wolves was the one that burned for that. Let me know if you're still here, Harry. But, there's all these side collections, and this is kind of highlighting for Artifact. One of their side ones with the Animus eggs is they're starting to come to fruition and launching, which means, okay, more excitement and something people can debate to slosh around their liquidity. Did Yuga Labs pay Magic Eden to make only their collection bonus purchase today to raise the floor? Yo, Mr. Smack Talk. Good morning, sir. And now we see it here. So Mutant Ape Yacht Club, Bored Ape Yacht Club, they're the only 2 collections with the plus 50% diamonds. I think Pudgy Penguin, Suzuki, D-Gods, I think Creeps was in there. Like, I'm pretty sure all of them are supposed to get extra bonuses. So I'm a little surprised that we don't see that across there. I don't think Yuga Labs necessarily paid for that to have happened, but it does seem like there's definitely extra incentive to get in these collections. Security highlight. When you're Googling something, realize that the sponsored link usually is a phishing link. Now, you're smart, and so you probably are aware of that. However, if you have any friends that you've gotten into the space recently, please reach out to them, send them a note, give them just the basics of security where it's like, hey, you get an email, don't go through those links, go through the official channels. You type something in on Google. Make sure that between the sponsored and this one, and it says Ronin versus that one's an LN for Ronin instead of the I. It sounds stupid, you might know, but like seriously, if you have a friend that you got in the space that gets wrecked over something stupid like that, you're going to absolutely hate yourself. OK Bears at 9 soul floor price. So I was questioning a little bit the other day for the OK dogs that were coming out, and I think it's on Ordinals. It's a part of the Magic Eden partnership where we're also seeing a whole bunch of Apes getting whitelisted for that. And I think that it's weird, again, because at the time I was like, okay, like, I don't really know what OK Bears did. They're doing this Fortnite world. I asked people about what's going on. They said, oh yeah, we've had like we've had one of the most successful Fortnite experiences and all these numbers. I'm like, I don't see it on any of the channels. Where's all this other stuff? And not to say that it's not good, but it's funny that we see people not look at the original collection, but because suddenly something's on a different chain, it's got extra value. And as I said earlier, where we had kind of the discrepancy between the rarities, Magic Eden says the deed on the left is more rare than the deed on the right. Please, dear God, can we have Blur and OpenSea back? Magic Eden is not fit for this. The rarity on the left is 202, and the rarity on the right is 393. I don't know when I look at these how the hell I can tell the difference. This guy's got to put a little bit more info. Holy shit, does that have none for the Eastern Resource? That's so rare. The Eastern Resource. Okay, one of them. Either way, apparently something's mucked up. Somebody call the devs. Somebody call the devs. Now, do you want free crypto? Truly. Magic Eden is doing their OG diamond claim all the way back to 2017. 2017. So that's going to mean that everybody's going to get something from Magic Eden. Now, when we look at things like LFG, which was like a Solana shitcoin that came out and a whole bunch of whales were able to get that was super hyped up, ripped, and then died. But this is a little bit different because this is a full marketplace. People are still debating, do we want to go with Blur? Do we want to go with X2Y2? Most people say no. I'll go with Luxray. No, nobody really wants to go with Luxray, right? Like there's all these marketplaces, and still people do use that OpenSea, and we'll see what OpenSea does in terms of trying to get this traction back. But this is a mighty move here from Magic Eden, and definitely going to get a lot more traffic for it. Hopefully their site can handle, because if you remember, OpenSea had a hell of a time before during some of the market movements, just because it went down all the freaking time. The real question is, when does the game come out? Sorry, Smack Talk. Game for which? Apologies. I just looked at the chat. I might have missed for a second. Harry, is this going to be like our Blur airdrop? Potentially. So the question with it, though, is we get these diamonds. How long do they milk it like Blur? Oh, sorry. Otherside. It's going to be at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. is when they kick it off. So about 40 minutes. Like, are they going to do where Blur, where it's like over a year and then you get like these airdrops? Is it going to be like, you know, in segments? Is there going to be something more where Magic Eden has its own chain? Is this going to be connected in some way with Ape Chain if that, you know, ends up working with the Arbitrum? Like, it's all over the place. Yo, a cowboy name. Trying to think of what's the Guitar Hero. Yo, remember Rock Band? There was Guitar Hero and then Rock Band. Singing was always interesting. There was 12x more demand for Bitcoin than what the network produced yesterday. Literally not enough Bitcoin for everyone. So yesterday, 11,211 Bitcoin was purchased by the ETFs. And the new Bitcoin produced by miners, 900. Whoa! Been trying to highlight a lot. Really think this ETF is going to very much legitimize Bitcoin way further than we realize. And that's just going to legitimize the space as a whole. And I guess it falls into that a rising tide lifts all boats. Bitcoin and Polygon also getting gems. Oh, snap. Are they? Dude, can anybody name a Polygon NFT? I feel like Zed runs on there. Sandbox moved and has a whole bunch of stuff on there now. There's a couple assets from like Nifty Island that I think they mint on Polygon. Unless it's some of the main ones where you have to pay like an ETH gas fee. House of Kiba, Trippy, big time Trippy. Breaking, someone bid 4.25k ETH, otherwise 14.78 million on CryptoPunk 3100. We're back. Making money is easy, but have you tried keeping it? When there's a juicy low cap launch every day, when your buddy's NFT collection just soared to 2 ETH, when there's a new hyped mint Twitter is going nuts for, controlling capital and emotions is here is where most fail. And I've kind of been pretty open with like what my view is on stuff. And yo, Team Bowflex, what's going on? Yo, the Bowflex. Oh, yo, do you guys remember those? The commercials back in the day, and it was like a all-in-one workout machine. Is that what your name's for? Hella good. And like I've been pretty like transparent in terms like I'm not really doing a whole lot. You know what I mean? Like I'm kind of just chilling. Like I'm getting involved in like certain things here and there. We've got the wallet extension, but I'm really not trying to FOMO on anything. We've had the entire year, right? The entire past year and a bit where it's like kind of assessing the situation, figuring out, hey, what's going to be around for a while and what's not. So for these new things, it's exciting and it gets a lot of new people because it's new and hype, but I'm kind of, I'm the horse with the visors on per se. Thoughts on OK Dogs and Magic Eden ETH Marketplace? Yo, you missed that conversation by like a sliver, but we'll go back over it. Heard a lot of things, big projects are marketing over there. Please send. Yo, you minted OK Dog. So what my point was a second ago is that we have OK Bears and somebody was highlighting that they're at 9 ETH and they were way higher before. And so that's the original collection, right? And so I don't get why people are not going for that original and they're going for, do we call it a derivative of that collection just because it's on another chain? Before, people were saying, oh, if you have a dead project, just mint it, bring it over to Say. Is Say doing well? Yeah, it's doing totally fine, but what's the rationale for doing that other than it's on a new chain? Does that enhance the value? Are we still just only caring about the art collectibles? When do we have that shift where people care more about the utility? Is the utility NFTs other than something that's DeFi related, forever away? It kind of goes down this list. Yo, McLovin, the market is back, bro. Yo, Truey, big time Truey. Hell yeah, brother. Please send it's below mint price, pain and suffering, first ETH mint ever on Magic Eden. Okay, so I need to correct myself because I said that OK Bears was on ordinals. Apologies, it's on ETH. Thank you for clarifying that. I thought that they were bridging and doing one of the things on ordinals, but still the point stands where this is a hyped up mint. Have you seen something from OK Bears that makes you say, I want to get into that other than others or people talking about it and it's on my timeline, right? Are you obsessed with the art? Do you think that you're going to use it as a profile photo? Do you think the team can execute? Do you know the history? Most people don't care. Most people don't do your own research, and that's totally fine. But if you do, you'll probably want to allocate your capital to things that you really feel super passionate about. I think everyone needs to seriously consider that we are approaching the most aggressive fiat debasement we have witnessed in our lives. Bitcoin has never hit an all-time high before a halving. Never. Not even when it has done 100x. Prepare now. Yo, are we full sentiment? Yo, are we full sentiment, McLovin? True. Tell Amanda that you just got to send it again. The market is so bad. Yo, dude. Yo, Top Shot's about to pop off. Life savings. Yo, I'm all in, baby. 2.0. We are in the super cycle. Okay. Let's see. We got to suss this out. Do we think this is true? Is this a fraud? Is this guy saying 2021 wasn't caused by fraud? Shorter cycle thesis is stupid. Good morning. Okay, so this person posted this back in October. So they're a future reader, right? Whatever. You ever seen Harry Potter and there's that wizard, the divination lady, and she reads ahead, and then you got the Grim. First big thing is the misconception that 2021 was driven by fraud, Alameda, and pump and dumps. This is untrue. Truly. Most of the involved parties missed out on most of the 2021 gains, only caught in the tail ends, and blew up trying to prepare themselves for these same types of pumps in 22 and 23. The pumps didn't happen, and they BTFO. Is that like when the Doodles founder said GTFO, but instead it's like, what does BTFO mean? I don't even know. No one expected the bull wave, and I'm fairly sure none of these big players ran up the bull wave or even had sufficient infrastructure to run it up in 2021. In fact, no one expected it so much. Entities like 3AC that happened to be well positioned for it with their grayscale Bitcoin holdings, etc., got taken completely by surprise, then tried to readjust for a world where the amount of inflow coming in was the norm. If I remember correctly, 3AC was like super hella long on crypto, and then we had the great crash, and everything went sideways. They overinvested in a GBTC supercycle, believed they were gods, and could bring it around via some magic with Barry. And it didn't work out, leading to, well, big boom, money gone. Yo, big boom, money gone. That's a tattoo right there. Big boom, money gone, wag me. I keep seeing people on the timeline saying, you're not allowed to say wag me. Is it like awkward in text and like okay in person, or is it just cringe either way? Yo, smack talk, GG's. Okay, I need you to put on your normie cap for a second. Do I have a normie cap? No, I don't. That's tough. Okay, normie sees 60,000 Bitcoin, okay? He only makes 20, or she only makes 25 to 45K a year, spends 70 to 80% on expenses, only has a few shekels left in the bank. Shekels. He or she downloads Coinbase, realizes he or she can only buy a fraction of BTC and thinks it's too expensive, only to scroll down the list on shit on the coin list and go, wait, what if this coin went to $1? And this is where you got to teach people about market caps, how the shitcoin market works, and how the large cap. Listen, it's an ordeal, and why you probably don't want to do that. You just send them to YouTube and hope that they have a good day. But it's true, right? Because you see these things, and somebody made like a post about, oh, if I put like $1,000 in Bitcoin, I'm gonna make like $1,000 if it goes to like $200,000 or something like insane. And so that, that's the mindset that people have, and they go down and, think of it. What is the normie mindset? Seeing a post like that means a pullback is on the horizon. Be careful buying right now, guys. Yo, listen, that's rational voice in this chat. That's what we love to hear, McLevin. Okay, so Gods Unchained is doing their global mobile launch, which we talked about the other day. Almost 1 million views. And Joseph here he was the guy that was running the #1 heavy metal from the guy that paid $1 million for it. He says, please don't use ads in X. This tool is exclusive for scams and phishing links. So obviously a lot of us are, using the X platform. A lot of people shit on Elon, hate Twitter, all that stuff. It's fine. But it's very true that all of the ads on here are pretty much scams, and people just recognize it as scam. So it feels like, okay, like I get that you're trying to advertise, but instantly somebody sees, oh, immutable, Gods Unchained, that's a scam link, and they don't click it. And I feel like it doesn't have the value add that one would want. Now, we talked about Top Shot a little bit earlier, and one of the big things was about new packs. Yeah? You just say something? Oh, okay. Man is yelling at the bird. And so within the packs, at points there's been packs upwards of like $999. But this one for the freshman gems is $249. So when people say, oh, Top Shot's back and whatnot, I really think, and correct me if I'm wrong for anybody that's still using that, is people are getting it on these packs, and when they get rares, those end up having extra value for that. However, now that I'm looking at this, it says that the original pack price was $249, but you can now sell the pack itself, and the lowest ask is $690. So is it just that we can sell packs again? Or I guess we never did in the first place. We can sell packs. What? Are we back? Yo, a cowboy name? Tell me the details. What the hell's going on with Top Shot? Seriously. Okay, AMC Theater says literally all of the increase in revenue in the fourth quarter of last year was driven by Taylor Swift and Beyonce. We're going to come into a time here, and I mean, I feel like we're kind of already seeing it with some of the video game industries having like huge shakeups and whatnot, but like people are really passionate about what they're passionate about. And so obviously we see them doubling down on like kind of like the 6th remake of something. But if these people are able to create new IPs that people really like a lot of the ones in Web3 where there's already a community and people want to spend a lot of money for, then listen, I'm just saying that there's a chance that we're going to see things that pop up and suddenly explode like that. Maybe. Maybe. Seeing a lot of fear for this crypto cycle already. Many have PTSD from the last cycle ending earlier than everyone expected. I got people that are already saying, yo, are you taking profits on like a 5% move on the first movement we've seen in a year on things? I'm seeing people that make a move and within a week are saying, oh, I should do something else on there. We're seeing all these airdrops and opportunities and people wanting to go left, right, center and right the hell out of there. It's crazy. But yeah, I really think that this is going to be interesting because people are already really kind of like jumping to, okay, this is like the top of the cycle and it's over. McLovin, you like Journey Crypto's content? Hell yeah. And yeah, I don't know if I have necessarily like any extra takes with this other than like, I kind of agree. It does feel that people are very scared about what the market can do. And, when we see, not if, we see like a lurch down, the timeline is going to be an absolute shambles. Quick update. We're about 12 minutes away from getting into the other side. Apparently, you aren't able to use a Brave browser. Rice Farmer is highlighting that on here. Mac, Chrome, and Safari work, and then Windows, Chrome, and Edge, and whatever Chromium kernel is. So hopefully we're going to be good on that front. And if not, we will FUD. Fred Kroger. There are 1.82 million BTC and all the exchanges. Every day, the ETFs are buying $10,000 or 10,000 or about 0.5%. In 1 week, that's 4% of the entire trading supply of Bitcoin. So now multiply by 12 weeks, half the supply, poof. Get the picture? JVB was playing Otherside earlier. I saw him post on Twitter. Yo, JVB's ape looks magnificent in there. It's crazy. Okay, are you guys doing the Disney Pinnacle pins? I didn't click on it. I didn't get involved with it because I'm like, listen, this feels like Top Shot 2.0. Do I actually want to collect these like random stickers and things? Is it just because it's Disney? And so I avoided it. However, we're seeing people highlighting these different things and it looks pretty good. And I guess there's extra rewards for completing entire sets. And I think you had to get early access to be able to be eligible for these, but still seeing it on the timeline. Okay, another take. We got to judge. We are going to be judging. We love judging. NFT in 2022 was great. Most people would say it was garbage, but okay. It was a new thing to us. We are at scene 1 of the game. Royalties were the newbies' protection that helped both NFT holders and founders fight bad things and comfortably explore uncharted ground together. We were slowly leveling up, learning how to use the things that we find handy and live with the things that we don't favor as much. Royalties were supposed to carry us for a long time. That didn't happen. People were supposed to be given more time to figure out the game. Blur came out in 23 and became a major player. It tore down the royalties protection and fast forwarded the world to scene 4. The ones who didn't realize this quickly enough got sacked. Obviously, we still talk about the good old days. Listen, we're all about the good old days. You know what I mean? But we can't really go back to scene 1 by just talking about it. People who survived in scene 4 will likely choose to stay in scene 4. Yuga and Magic Eden formed a strong team trying to take us back to scene 1. I want them to succeed. I want to relive the golden age of NFT and slowly enter scene 2 and 3. And so far, this seems like, do we think we get back to those early days just because royalties are enforced? However, I think this is going to be really, really hard. Scene 4 players naturally refuse to go back to a world with more babysitting. The only way this would ever work out is that we suddenly have a huge inflow of new NFT players, which this is not happening. This is not happening. Oh my God, it's live right now. Okay, cool. Maybe we'll jump over and try to go through the last parts quickly here. Hold on, let me finish this quick. Which significantly dilute the percentage of scene 4 players. Basically, we need fresh, new money people to join the party. And when is that going to happen? Because as we saw, when marketing, you're saying, hey, you got an okay bears, people are talking about it, you're instantly losing. If there's somebody new that got in the space, that's their first experience. It's bad. I mean, with the assumption, they're here for making money, which there's a lot more to the space than that, just trying to preface, but people sometimes have a negative connotation because they're brought in with that assumption that that's the only thing that matters right now because there's not something more. Possible, yes. Optimistic, no. BTC and ETH both need their all-time highs to make enough new money. And the time window for this to happen is short. And if this doesn't happen within a few months, it is Jover. I could be wrong. Feel free to quote me this post and tell me how wrong I am if the script plays in a different way. I love big changes. Always, that's why I am crypto. Okay, now we're going to fly through the rest of this. Another Bait here. Guys, holy jeez. Wallet card, whatever you want to use. Friends, I clicked on the wrong link and got these stolen. Immediately used revoke cash, but damage is done. Any advice? Feeling pretty upset and stupid right now. Again, please, security. Azuki. We saw this with Azuki. We're seeing this with Forgotten Runes Wizard Called. I saw that on the timeline today, and several other collections. Your Azuki in anime. Azuki is proud to present community anime cameos. We are excited to pioneer this Web3 native creative process for anime production, a first for Web3 and the anime industry. Oh, there you go. There you go. People ask me what my exit plan is. My brother, cash to BTC crypto was the exit plan. I highlighted this yesterday. It very much feels like suddenly everybody is like, oh, we don't care. This isn't necessarily about this debasement of the dollar. This is just about making money with Bitcoin, and we're going to sell for a profit to go to cash. The original notion here is completely lost for a lot of people I'm seeing. Finny World, we're excited to announce that Ohm is now available in both Apple and Google Play stores via the link below. This is like a Tinder date that's not Web3, but made by a Web3 company. It's interesting. Yo, Mr. Not Good coming through for a fat 37 months in a row. Holy.
Better be asking on OSRS.
I was going to train prayer, and the Gilded Altar World is full. So that's why we're streaming right now. TLDR. Okay. Ohm is a new chat app from Finny that gamifies the process of going deep with someone. Okay, that's crazy. Whether they're a friend, a partner, or a romantic maybe, each chat on Ohm is inhabited by an adorable living creature called a spark that represents the relationship between you and the other user. As you chat together and play prompt-based games, your spark levels up and evolves, growing into a fully formed Finny and beyond. We've had an amazing reception from users so far and stoked that everyone can use the app. Okay, so this is like, I guess, like a flirting thing that's going on here. I mean, I don't know. It's not like, it's made by a Web3 company again, but it's not integrating Web3. It's just using the IP. So somebody here fun before we get another side. Pokemon Snap came out in 1999, by the way. This is supposed to be the future of the metaverse and crypto gaming. And then there's a video of, I mean, I guess when you put it like that, it does kind of look like Pokemon Snap. It kind of does. But we'll get into it in a second. All right, Fluff World. We got a sweep of almost 100,000 fluffs. We got this big grail. We have the other side, the metaverse notion. The Fluff World of the Third Kingdom is coming. Of course, we're going to play the shit out of it. Let's freaking go whenever it happens. Huddle Hill, how in the hell are you? Okay, so if you are wanting to play, it's launch.otherside.xyz. And we are here. We are going to try to open and see what we get. What we get. Yo, Not Good's crazy. So for anybody that doesn't know, the history of this channel is I used to stream RuneScape. That's crazy. It wasn't really to anybody but Xander and another friend that I had locally. And then I don't remember if I think I stopped streaming because I was like, this isn't really going anywhere. And then we got back into it with Top Shot because it kind of, I got the groove and understanding with doing the RuneScape early days. So Xander was here from the freaking beginning. Are you using Delegate or using the wallet direct? I'm using Delegate. But my apes in parallel, so I might have access to like 400 plus apes. It's kind of ridiculous how they do it. Does BAYC go to 15 ETH? I think the question is more, does ApeCoin go back to $10 plus? If it does, yes. If not, no. At least currently, because we're just seeing too much of a connection between assets and the yield that they give if they have yield. Oh, here we go. Okay. Here we go. Click to play. There we... Yo, that's so weird. Yo, that's so weird, dude. Yo, that's so weird, dude. All right, what do we think? That is the 3D ape of Biz. I don't have Founder's Badge, which is sad. That is very sad. All right, let's connect and go into this thing. Okay, so I don't hear any audio on my end. Am I too loud? If there's anything else, let me know. Because I legitimately can't hear it, but I can see on the Streamlabs that you guys can hear it. There is audio? Okay, cool. It says your voice is now mine. Join was silenced. This feels very weird. Like, I didn't think the other side would have a RAM and some, like, technicalities to begin. Can't speak, been goated. You? Hold on, let me... Oh, geez. Am I muted? There we go. I'm muted. Can we just launch? Okay. Yo, how do I, like, full screen this? Isn't it just F11? I hit F11, but it didn't work. Well, I hit P. Settings. Controls. Oh, so you can play with an Xbox controller. That's kind of neat. C is to go back. Mute fixed? Oh, yeah. So we're running. Early vibes, this kind of feels like Guild Wars 2, but not as necessarily like sleek. Oh my god. Do we really have to go that far? Oh my goodness. We hit M, is that the map? It's loading? It's not loading. Oh, L is the map. L doesn't do anything. This is the first game I've played that hitting M doesn't do anything. And shift doesn't sprint either. Looks like Sea of Thieves, to be honest. Okay, interesting take, interesting. M is not map. Yo, listen, Mike, I don't understand either. It's crazy, bro. But spacebar is jump. Okay, so for anybody that's not watched this at all today, but seen the screenshots, any immediate thoughts regarding it? The world feels like it's really huge compared to what the other ones were. The first two trips were very, very small. This kind of makes it feel like the world's somewhat empty, unless you're in like the populated area, which is fine. I don't think that's necessarily a problem. But like... this is a really big open world. You can glide through the air too. How do you do that? If I hit Q, oh, this is snap. Change filter, zoom in, change mode. Hell yeah. Are they gonna make this into VR? I feel like that's so far away. Like, is there a point with VR? Like, the Apple Vision Pro is supposed to be this big amazing thing. And it felt like most people like already returned it. Oh, here we go. Now we're flying. We're flying, or we're soaring. We're flying. There's not a star in heaven that we can't reach. Yo, movie? Yo, anybody? What song is that from? Whoa. Here, you think it's like Fortnite? Oh my god. All right, now we're getting music. It felt like it was a little bit more like high definition from some of the posts I saw. And maybe it's just my computer. I don't know how to change the... oh, there we go. I'm an idiot. Okay, so full screen's on the top left if you're doing it. Yo, Truey. Truey! Okay, so somebody's playing Dookie Dash. Speakers logoing. I guess we have to go this way. This is like going to New York for the first time, trying to figure out what you're supposed to do. Except then you just give up and you get an Uber, but unfortunately within this, there's no Ubers available. So you have to do it by hand. Okay, it's really sensitive on the run. Like, really, really sensitive. And the jump doesn't go high enough for basics, but... I guess we're just exploring. Yo, can we ride boats like GTA? Oh, that'd be sick. Oh, I'm gonna guess not. But we can walk on water. We can walk on water. Think of how they made the sound effect. Like somebody would have had it gone somewhere and walked on water and recorded it. Imagine Garga doing that. Keck W. Actually, never mind. What am I talking about? AI is so advanced. Take a selfie with an ape in the wild. This must be a place. Take a pic with a BAYC clubhouse. How do you... So M doesn't work. P is the menu, but there's no way to bring up a map. How do they... Wait. I just... okay, I just exited the game. Hold on. I have to relog. There's no way. Hold on. I can log back in, right? It says visit gallery. Does that mean I can't go back in? Yo, if that's the case, that's tough. Oh, we can launch. Okay, we're good. Problem averted. I'm position 101 of 1017. I'm now in queue to access the event. Wow. Okay, so I guess they have a lot of people that are here for this. I'm curious if there was much queues like for the ones earlier. Oh, hold on. Creating client. We're good. That was quick. Nice. Yeah, so I guess first impressions is it's cool that you get to see the full world. It is massive. I don't know why they don't have some of the controls that are just kind of like used to. Like when you do Nifty Island and you move around, some of the controls are just like obvious of, you know, you hit shift, you run, you hold control, you slide. M's the map. And that's not included here. This is still stuck. Go check Grumble. We're at number 56. Hit play again. And we're back. So I'll just bring up Nifty Island because we're here. So there's certain collections that you end up getting kind of points for, depending. So Forgotten Runes, Wizards Cult ended up getting within like the top 10 communities. So you ended up like upping your tier. And there's Neon and Ultra, which are extra. And so I guess some people are buying those palm trees to up it. But otherwise, you're just trying to get these different points. And then right now I have like 474 points. And I guess whenever they do that airdrop, that's how much it is, which is kind of neat. But then for like the avatars, so like here's an example where this is what the avatar looks like in Nifty Island for like one of my fluffs in comparison to what we see with Otherside and the Ape. And I feel like both of them are like relatively similar. I'd argue the Ape one's like a bit smoother per se. But this is still stuck. Apparently the Masterworks account, whatever the heck that is compromised. I don't know if I just like refresh this because this ain't working. I can't believe I hit exit by accident. Meant to just leave that menu. It might, ladies and gentlemen, it might be chalked. Oh, here we go. $84 days and 92 out of 1,123. My refresh worked, so you might need a refresh. I really don't understand the beginning of this. This feels like really out of place. Okay, so there's a Trippy Ape and Ape Gang. I guess the idea is just to explore, but I wish they kind of gave like a, hey, here's where you're supposed to go, you know what I mean? And then after you go to the initial spot of what you're supposed to find, then you explore. But we are on Pandora, the floating islands. If you've ever seen Avatar, you get what I mean. If not, that's what I call tough. There's missions. Okay, noted. This is like Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Gotta take pics. Oh, yeah. So that is... Take pic of the second treehouse. You took a selfie at the top of the crown. Take a selfie with 10 or more Voyagers. Take a photo of Emmy, Oda. Oh my goodness. There's a lot here. I'm going to assume the bulk of the traffic's at the clubhouse itself. What'd be wild is if they, like, made it where if you didn't have an ape avatar, you couldn't... you couldn't be around that area. Oh, hold on. Okay, so I guess it's everywhere that there is a... like a light beam is like an event. Clubhouse is lit. Is it where like that red beam is, Harry, in the middle? Is it over on the left on the yellow? Do you have any idea? Swamp yachts. It's starting to get a little bit laggy around some others. We got some fireworks. We got some, hey, oh, listen, we got some real estate on Otherside. Yo, Martin, what's going on? How are you? Wait, when you first enter the world? What? It's all the way back there? No shot. No shot. Okay, well, I guess I'll go back in a second then. If we walk all the way over here and it's just like the monument, we can't go in the cavern. Oh, wow, it's gonna be tough. Okay, there is a cavern. Huge. They released this thing finally. Does it have spatial audio? So I don't know if it's like a full release per se. It's just I guess like another variation of a playtest. They did 3 today. And this is like the final one for like the North American time. All right, so if the clubhouse is back where we originally began, I guess we try to make our way back there. Okay, nice-oo. Wait, what? All right, cool. Yeah, I was expecting to go somewhere else, but we were just higher in the sky. Oh, is that where the logo? Hold on. So if you double tap space, then you can end up flying. Yeah, McLovin, this is the BAYC game, Otherside. So for anybody that hasn't seen the first 2, the way that it worked was... the first one was kind of like just a rather quick event that was like an hour long. And it had like voice actors and characters, and they had like a reveal of like the codas and something happening. And then the second one, they had some like different notable people that were like team captains. And then if you won the mini game that they decided was basically, it was just like collecting different things, you got an NFT, and people went fiendish over it thinking, oh my goodness, this is the first Otherside NFT. People still talking about it. Similar to how the Decentraland BAYC Jack. No. Bro. Okay, hold on a second. That was my fault. I definitely did that wrong. But to my defense, the one before was like, I walked into it and it shot me back the way that I came. So I thought that was all of it. But I'm an idiot. You wish that it was in VR? I feel like VR would need to... I mean, yeah, I guess like VR is cool, but I feel like we're still like way too early for that for the most part. Because I mean, remember, you have to like go around, do things with your hands, and what's the variation of this game look like in VR? Schiller is juicing slow the ape down. Gated. Gated. But you like the graphics, Martin? Yeah, a lot of people are like defending it or hating it, or defending it or hating it. It seems kind of split that way. But usually, like, the people that are ragging on it are like, oh, you know, you have X amount of money, and this isn't the super hyper-realistic thing that we envisioned. But it was, you know, once we first started seeing these things, it was never really felt like that was going to be the intention of it. Harry, I don't know if you're still here. Am I going the right way or am I a friggin' fish? This definitely feels like I'm going the wrong way. Find the yellow light. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That was way back over to the left that we just were. Okay. Hold on. Where's... Come on, show me the light. That thing... That skull had something... Oh, hold on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's over there. Bro, you said it was back to where we were. I was all the way over there, and then I ran all the way back, and I just needed to go to the left. What in the friggin' blazes? Holy sugar shit. JVB is colorblind. Okay, hold on. That's fair. True. Red. Okay. On it. It's not letting me turn. I am kind of stuck going... Oh, it's giving me a little bit of leeway. Okay. Ah, we made it. We made it. Yo, that's weird. I follow Pablo on Twitter, I'm pretty sure. I recognize some of the names here. Oh, there's Garga. Yo, that's so strange. Guys, we're in the metaverse. Oh, JVB is behind me? Hold on. Oh, there he is. Yeah, I see him. Yo, look at JVB. Hell yeah. Hi, JVB. Oh, I'm lagging really bad. Yo, he's taking a selfie. I don't know why that's amazing, but it is. I'm guessing I'm supposed to move like a certain way here. Yo, there's Tommy T. I don't. Yo, am I supposed to? Dude, I don't move my character to not look weird in the selfie. Oh wait, I need to. How do you even do that? Q. Change mode. Yo, hell yeah. Yo, there's JVB's back of the head. We're both doubling up on the selfie. Holy cripes, dude. Oh, hold on. We can zoom out. Oh, there we go. That makes more sense. Yo, Baron's in here. Dort's in there. Yo, this is... Yo, there's Swicky. Hell yeah. Yo, this is crazy. Everybody's like... People that we follow on Twitter here. Oh, there's filter. Hold on. How do we go back? Yo, guys, what do you do in the Otherside demo? We figured out how to take selfies for like an hour. Holy. Yo, Pizza Later's in here. Yo, I remember them. Damn. Yo, Can of Crypto's here. Oh my goodness. Yo, Monty. I don't know if that's the Futureverse Monty. I don't know if Monty has other deeds and all that other stuff. But wow, what an experience. All right, guys, so... I doubt I'm going to go around and try to do all like the different photos with all the different things here, but any final thoughts here for the Otherside experience? Oh, yo, Win Marketing, you're here? Yo, did you, are you on this? Go in the club? What are all these robots? So if somebody doesn't own an ape, but they own one of the, like, the Yuga assets that's eligible for this, you just get the, you get, like, a default avatar like this. You are here. Wait, you can go in the club. Oh my god, you can. That's crazy. See, I'm in the corner by myself. Guys, we finally made it to the clubhouse. Wait, those aren't apes? Oh yeah, a few of them aren't, you're right. That's disrespectful. Reflective of real life, I see. Yo, there's Buffalo Space. Yo, the homies are all here, baby. All cities here? Holy moly. Yo, what's going on, brother? So is it supposed to be that anybody can get in here and only people with apes? But like the people that aren't rocking their apes, maybe they have one in their wallet so they're able to? I don't know how I'm supposed to like look happy. There we go. Somewhat forward facing. Close enough. Alright, now what? Yeah, I don't know what to do now. Do we just walk around? I'm surprised. So for the last one, they had it where like you were able to, like play these games, kind of. Well, I guess it was like a gaming instance, but this one's more about like experience and seeing it all. Oh, yo, there is apes up on the wall too. Look at that. Not too shabby. All right, When Marketing, are you at the clubhouse yet? It's really laggy outside. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. So if anybody is playing, I guess it's where the red overhead is, which you might accidentally have hit L, so it removes the lights, but if you re-hit the L key, you should see. And that is where the clubhouse is. Yo, they got... So these are some of the rugs that they actually had for sale, if you were a holder. That's kind of funny. Those are here. Yeah. This is starting to super lag pretty hard on me here. Yo, look at my shorts, too. I'm wearing, like, yellow underwear. Boxers, I guess. Gotta see the cut-up legs of the zombie. So this is what it's like to have a house in the metaverse. We're going to have different, like, it's funny. So think about this, is when these islands come out and whatnot, you're going to have these different plots of land. So right now, I mean, depending on how they do it, these is just kind of like wild open land. But what if this like whole entire chunk here gives you like a space that you can build on, similar to what's going on with Nifty Island? Is that the idea? Or is it going to be different instances and you get resources from them? What's the, you know, what's the speculation, if you will? If you will. Well, thank you, Mr. Harry Swan. All right. Well, there we go. That is the update from XFeed and what it looks like to be in the metaverse. Now, again, what we get to see, Clone X, they're doing that Animus project. Obviously, that's supposed to be about like animals and stuff. Is that a full world? The Third Kingdom from Futureverse is about to come out. What's that going to do? Nifty Island is picking up a whole bunch of traction, and people are playing for the airdrops. What is going to happen with the other side? That is the question, but I appreciate you guys tuning in here. I need to figure out how I can go off. But yeah, Smack Talk, hopefully you enjoyed that. Yeah, and again, if you guys have any other thoughts or things, you know, leave a like, leave a comment, all the goodies. But that's going to be it for me. We'll talk soon. Peace.